Resurrection is not limited to icons, but unlimited to the life of our souls. We have all walked the dark nights when we thought we were in the right, and we have all walked in the light when we thought there was none. Oneness is underestimated because it covers far more than peace, love, happiness, and the trappings of dogmas. Oneness is to understand that all of the dark nights hold the same face and that everyone's pain is equivalent when weighed against their singular life experience. Oneness is releasing every possession which really had been possessing us all along. The old family gripes so easy to blame on another, the religions and icons forced on ancestors at the price of land and freedoms forsaken. The government conspiracies and royalty belied of the dark demagoguery of foolish human pride. The chains and the stains, the shames and the blames, that even if we're true, serve no purpose but to hide us from ourselves and each other. Divinity is always becoming, always on time, leading to the first and last, the end that begins. I am soul.
You're the architect, you're the planner, you're the builder, and you're that which can enjoy it all, or not. You're the director, you're the script, you're the actors, the actresses, you're the screen on which it all takes place, and you can enjoy it or not. You're the timeless playing in time. You're that which has no description but can be described in any way that you choose. You're that which has no limits but can limit itself in limitless ways so that it can know itself as unlimited. You are free.
Hello. Shoba yedita. Such an important message right now for you to take care of yourself, you to see yourself as very important, and to give to yourself, just to embrace the being that you are. We're releasing this self-neglect where we put others before ourselves and we often abandon ourselves, we reject ourselves, and then we see that in situations outside of ourselves. So this is really coming through very strong right now, is to really give to self, put your needs first, be the center of your universe and have a relationship with yourself. So important. Tupoko aida shosha shokokoka idada sha shokoya shokoya shaya boko a kobatita. It's time to nurture. Nurture your cells, your inner child, your being, your soul, your body, all of yourself And just hold yourself through these processes, through these transmutations, through these transitions. Just hold yourself. You're getting through it. Shakaya, Shokoaya, Kepaka, Tapaka, Shu, Kekaya, Shu. Thank you.
New frequency downloading, recalibration of form as the neural pathways are recoding, networks of energy, currents pulsating and vibrating through my bones, awareness arising, constructs dividing, frequency of love integrated and aligning, the sacred space created as a release obfuscated and eliminated at the no longer aligned or reflected the frequency of the divine, vessels of light, ignite the magenta flame, reconnecting, resurrecting as it burns within my heart again. Memories awakening, timelines disintegrating, instantaneous releasing, the shimmering within, crystalline frequency anchoring beneath the skin. Rushes of ecstatic light energy flowing through this avatar soul elasticity. Sensual, elemental, divine feminine vibes arise in this vortex of transcendental.
You are part of everything. Everything's a part of you. You are part of everything. Everything's a part of you. Sitting on these roots, this mighty oak, this ancient wise one. In the middle of a sea of humanity, there is tranquility, there is peace, there is unity. As I be with this tree, it breathes as one, it breathes with me. Under the canopy of its love, it reminds me to look above and remember all is well. Be still and know. Be still and know.
be still and know I am, we are. Have a great day.
Unified love taken from soul codes. I desire a man who honors my truth, to never attempt to tame my spirit, a man who is willing to dive in deep to the depths of his heart to express himself freely and fearlessly, a man who is willing to be seen to express from his soul his wildest dreams, to live his own truth and free expression, to be awakened from within, serving humanity, who takes care of his own responsibility and sets into motion the most beautiful love potion, to learn from one another's language of love, to be able to stand in his power, to follow his bliss, and each on our own unique path together and sometimes apart, to never feel shame or condemnation, stuck in the blaming game, to be the change, to make a difference within our global nation. Our love sets us up in motion, to expand the limits of our minds, to express only truth and love, to dissolve the planet's hate, to be the creators of our own fate, to own our own shit and never hide, to express our deepest desires with pride, to never play small again, to continue to evolve, to be the change, embodying personal responsibility. I desire a man who walks his talk, who is sensual and playful, to be proud of our love, to hold me close in a time of need, to be free and without one another, to desire one another with no need for one another, to always be honest no matter what, to be willing to listen and to let go of what was, to be in the totality of now as if this is all that exists, to meet resistance with humility and love, be compassion and understanding within a heartbeat, to see our reflections within one another, to explore the divinity within this divine presence, to join forces for a higher purpose, breathing and being in all that we are, expressing our unique essence within and without, to always be willing to step away, to give space and honor the other, to make self-love a high priority, to keep moving forward, each day a new adventure, a gift waiting to be explored, create moments of eternity, to be willing to grow and to forgive in a heartbeat, to learn from those lessons, to step up and not hide, unifying our love for one another, to live in the present no matter what, to play in the expanded reality of playing field of unlimited possibility, unleashed, fearless and free to be, collective consciousness, a gateway of a new earth awaits me. A man who adores and cherishes my soul, willing to dance with my wild free spirit. My spirit will know and my soul is willing to wait, for once we meet we will know in a heartbeat. Two hearts sink into one, magical drumming sounds awakens the soul's tribal dance. Most vital is what we cultivate, manifest and co-create our unified love within one another, extended out words to all that we meet, purposeful passion, a magnetic force, a gift shared to all we shall meet, a simple smile, a gesture perhaps, guiding lights to inspire many upon their path. Our intoxication of deep pleasure, a new unconditional love, a divine reflection of one another, the natural rhythm of our sweet Mother Earth, the interchanging of Father Skies, our spirit in love, our faithful guide, our mission to rise in humanity's love.
Play the game of creating the greatest life you can create. Play the game of creativity, expressing an inspired sense of creativity that wishes to manifest through you. We are all creator beings. We're all being inspired from the same one divine source. and in being creatively expressive and setting forth in this intention of creating things that we'd be proud of, things that we'd enjoy creating. It's not just about the end product, it's about being enjoying of that creative process. But in having a vision for what you want to create and letting that vision pull you forward in the creative process, you become immersed into this sense of flow through the creation, through the creation of your vision, what you envision. So spend some time with this. Spend some time thinking about, reflecting on, what do I really want to create? What do I feel inspired to create? What am I being called to create? It's all these questions and it's all one. It's all the very same question when we tap into that space in us that is the intersection of our highest purpose and our highest excitement. What do you want to create? What wants to be created through you?
Thank you for the light of our unity, dispeller of the dark, so that all may see. Golden colored one, the Christed mind and we, growing like a tree towards the sun, sun, sun. Om Mitraya Namaha, Om Saraya Namaha, Om Hiranya Garbhaya Namaha, Namaha. Om Mitraya Namaha, Om Saraya Namaha, Om Hiranya Garbhaya Namaha, Namaha. Swaha, Swaha.
Whatever lessons have been overlooked, it is time for them to be met again. Whenever I look at another and fail to see God, I know that I must look again. When the darkness from the pain that has lived inside of me shows itself, I will not hide this time. For in this act, I have lost balance. Everything that I have experienced has a life of its own, and when I honor its life, experience has opened the heart and opened the eyes. Everything that we have been through, all the people who have left a mark in our hearts, all that you have seen, and all that you conclude you are, let go of. Dance with your pain. Enunciate the ache in your heart and confess that you live with a voice in your head that has disfigured your mind. Utter the words, I do not know why I am here. Utter them in spite of the fear, for this will become your first prayer. Free yourself from the cage of dichotomy. Revere the dark, and in this you will witness a synthesis, the way the stars cast light on the night, bringing its story to life, the way the heart of the ocean rests in the black of the blue, the way the raven of the slave rose from the ashes of a white grave, and the way 1,000 souls died in the closet, silenced, now free, breathing and speaking through me.
Well, hello and welcome to the Fairy Glade. Close by the river, you can probably hear the river in the background. Overcast afternoon, winter. But the seasons don't make any difference at all to the unseen forest dwellers. And I have a little routine which I always go through when I come into the forest, every time I come into this area here. I give thanks to the guardians of this land. I give thanks to the ancestors whose spirits are here. I also give thanks and acknowledge the little people, the unseen people, the patapaiarehi, the fairy folks, the elves, whatever you like to call them, the beings which are here. I also thank every living thing in the forest for allowing me to come to this special place. The birds and the insects, the animals, every tree that is present here, I give thanks to especially. And then I like to say thank you to all the waters that flow around this land, under this land, and flow within every plant and every tree and every living thing that is here. Every stone, every branch has residues of water in it. And this resonates with us as humans, with the water we have within. So when I do this little routine, as I like to call it when I come here, it's not a ritual. I do it, I ad-lib it, it changes sometimes. But it's acknowledging the unseen presence. And the unseen presence is unseen to me physically, but I hear and I know. And other people that I bring to this area here, they see and they hear and they share with me. We've had all sorts of explanations, we've had all sorts of descriptions given for what is here. And it's so exciting. And I know that when I come and talk that there is an acknowledgement. And I know that so often, as a lot of you would understand, that when we go to special places and we take photographs around about, and then we put them up on our computer when we get home, and we look at the foliage, and we look at the leaves, and we look at the ground and think, oh my gosh, look at that little face peering out from behind those leaves at me. I never saw it with the physical eye, but there was something there. So this is a place which is part of a fairy trail which comes from up the hill there. It goes right through on the fringes of this area here I've designated or called the Fairy Glade, across the main track there, down and across the river and up the other side. So this is just one of many, many fairy trails that are to be found throughout Aotearoa, New Zealand. And not only in places of forest like this, they're all over the land, they're all over the country. So, if we take the time to sit quietly within nature, or even in our own gardens, down the bottom of the garden, and we just allow ourselves to sink into the ambience of what's around us, we just allow ourselves to imagine, to visualize, and then we will allow ourselves perhaps to hear, and then to ultimately see. In this special place, there is a way that I can often tell when the presence is nearby, and I'll show you how I do this. I have here a couple of very simple dowsing rods. Some of you may be conversant with dowsing. And so I'm just going to see now if there is a presence here, close by, that's observing what we're doing today. Ooh. That's a positive. Is there anything in very close proximity? Wow. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? A very simple confirmation, and it's very heartening because, as I say, I sometimes hear, but at this stage I cannot see. So for all the times I step in here and talk to the unseen, they do acknowledge my presence, which is wonderful. It's really wonderful. So all these things are in the eye of the beholder. And some people may think this is so strange, talking about little fairies and big fairies. And they come in all sizes. I have a book, which I brought back from England a few years ago, and it describes 123 different types of little forest dwellers and the dwellers within nature. And this, of course, includes elemental beings. And elemental beings, I feel, are reflecting themselves and their presence through the music of the plants that I am recording. And I feel that the elemental beings for every plant are helping to express themselves and their being through the music of the plants. So that is a small introduction to the Fairy Glade and the Fairy Forest. Magical place for me and for many other people. And I'd like to think that sometime soon you'll come and visit this glade with me so we can sit here quietly and just contemplate and listen. So thank you very much, everybody.
How's it going, everybody? This is a little mixtape I'm doing before the show that starts in 4 minutes. I'm asking you all to join me in expanding this network and sharing the beautiful soul expressions of all of our friends in this community And I'm not asking for contributions. I'm not asking for anything but your energy and your intention to help this happen, to assist this to happen in the 5D way, in a way that we're not familiar with, but that we're creating through our intentions and our heart and our soul. So I'm going to continue to build channel feed of everyone's expressions. I don't have enough time to go ask permission. This is a free universe, and we are the free energy of the universe. Nobody owns anything. We're all conduits. And it is our intent, part of our intent here at Sology, to share the 99.99%, because just one of those souls can alter and reform and reconstruct this matrix into the holy divine matrix that it is. So, anyway, that's what I had to say. We're about to have a show in 2 minutes with Catherine Kinney. Peace, power, protection, big love. That all comes from yourself. Peace out.